Why did you get diabetes? Alright, so there are 4 teams right now, 9 and 5? That's pretty crazy. Alright, we are in picks and bans. I'm still updating the standings, guys, and also talking to like 14 billion of you, which is kind of a pain, but I love doing it, so hold on. I think that might actually... That's rough for Team Moodles. They need to win this game if they want to keep their playoff dreams alive. Alright, so pretty standard bans. Yasuo band actually interesting. Who cares? Defeated the Silver Urfers. No life gamers or dictators whose winnings. We just did that. Dictators whose winnings. What is the result of Strat Stars and who cares? Oh, Strat Stars won that because I subbed for someone, I think. Yeah. Strat Stars win. Oh, wait. Actually, no. I think I subbed against the Streckening. Never mind this now. Urfers and Moodles is now. Who am I missing? Check your pulse then. Oh, I'm not sure what the results are from Check Your Pulse's game. I don't think any of them are on right now. They played against Dictators Whose Winnings. Dictators Whose Winnings won that. Oh, and the Streckening won the other one. So check your pulse. Alright, cool. I have standings updated. So first place right now, Bernick Laners, Winions, and Black Turtles are 9 and 5. And if Who Cares win their game against the Strat Stars, excuse me, they will be 9 and 5 as well. Right behind them are No Life Gamers 7-7, the Streckening 7-7. So Team Moodles, if they win this game, they'll be 7-7. And so this game is very important. If they lose, it might not exclude them out of playoffs, but it's gonna be, it's definitely gonna be rough. Check your pulse. So right now, the only team that is absolutely knocked out of playoffs is Silver Urfers in 10th place. Check your pulse are 5 and 9. So that's not looking good, but it might mathematically still be possible. Strat Stars and Team Moodles are 6 and 7, so it's not a requirement they win this game. However, if they lose it, they're not going to be in a good spot. As if they lose, they're just going to be, if they lose, there's going to be 4 teams at 9 and 5, 9 wins, 5 losses, and the top 4 teams make it to the playoffs. So yeah, if any of you guys are Strat Stars fans, tell your team. Oh man, it's Silver Urfers looking like they're gonna bring out all the troll picks in this game since they can't make it to the playoffs anymore, but they can definitely screw people over, and they still have 5 more games to play. So let's see who the Urfers play. They play against Black Turtles. They're playing Moodles now. They play Black Turtles. They play Bare Naked Laners, the Shrekkening, and Strat Stars. So they play 2 of the top 4 teams, and then 2 teams that are 6 and 7, and then 1 7-7 team. So they can potentially screw up the bracket if they win these games. There are 4 games left because there's 2 more weeks after this, week 8 and week 9. Then it's going to be playoffs. And it looks like if things continue as they are right now, it looks like the top 4 is going to be Bare Naked Laners, Black Turtles, Dictarius, Winning, Who Cares? But the Shrekking, No Life Gamers, Strat Stars, and Team Moodles can still make it. Even if Strat Stars and Team Moodles lose. That'll be it, though. They can't lose any other games because then it will be mathematically impossible. The only 2 teams that are out of it now are, or it depends on the head-to-head technically, but Check Your Pulse and Silver Urfers are probably done. Alrighty. So those are the picks and bans. Blitzcrank, AD Carry, Twisted Fate, Awesome Dragon going top. Double Jungle might look like they both have Smite up. Definitely interesting picks. And a very strong teamfight composition coming out of Team Moodles. Of course, this game means so much to their team, whereas Silver Urfers, they're just going with the troll picks just to see if they can screw their rivals up. But I'm going to take a quick caster's break, get something to drink, play some music for you guys, and I will be back very soon. That text is very, very large.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Uh-oh. Dennis Magical getting caught up, gets stunned, and gets knocked back. Condemn will go down. Braum picks up the kill. 325 gold into Wii U's pocket. Team Moodles says free. Because that's essentially what that was. A little bit of a misstep from Dennis Magical. You can hear the chat. Probably a little bit of BM. Definitely a rough start, though, for the Urfers. Alright, guys. Week 7. This is our last game. And this is do or die at this point for Team Moodles. If they want to keep their playoff hopes alive, they really need to win this game and then carry that momentum into the next 4 games. And we might have a DC. Austin Dragonel actually did buy stage for another potion. Doesn't even lift is actually going to start blue buff, so he's probably going to want to try and gank this bot lane of Twisted Fate Blitzcrank. We'll see how that works out. Hanul with the pocket pick 80 carry TF. It's definitely something we don't see very often. But, I mean, it's not awful in the sense that you can CC the crap out of Vayne. So that would be nice. But, I think I'm definitely going to give the advantage to Team Moodles' bot lane simply because Braum is so useful and Vayne scales so well into the late game. Kappa Franker Z Cap. Yeah, I see that, JK. You please no spammerino the chat, as we'd still like us to stay somewhat serious and no spam for anyone who might view the stream. Austin Dragneel needs to flash away Janu. Can he get the kill? Oh my goodness! He's actually Janu. Oh god, that was so freaking director's camera. Janu's taking so low. He only has. What am I doing? Why didn't I change this? He only has door range in a blue pot, so Janu actually needs to recall right now. A little bit of a misstep. Janu taking too many turret shots. Brella gets stunned up. See, that's the advantage the TF has, but there. This trade's probably gonna go... Actually, not too bad. Still, in my opinion, it's in Moodles' favor, so it's going to be so hard. Genesis Magical needs to land hooks onto Vayne, and then TF needs to get a stun. Janu just played Pantheon versus Gangplank last game, and he won. Janu is definitely very, very strong top laner. However, I mean, that can happen sometimes. When you're in the lead, you get overzealous and you take turret shots like that. But that's going to be rough for him. Awesome Dragon is going to have quite the advantage now in terms of XP and CS. And Pantheon is a great bully in lane, but he doesn't scale very well. Sibeli, the new sub for Team Moodles. Haven't seen much of his play. I think this is the second week that they've used him. And Green Consuelo, actually, if I'm not mistaken, is generally the jungle. So Silver Urfers, sort of just mixing it up. Awesome Dragon actually going to get engaged on by Pantheon. It sees iRabbit. I think they're going to be able to pick up this kill. Awesome Dragon is going to try and fight, though. Will he go down? He goes down to Janu. Janu picks up the second kill for Team Moodles. And Austin Dragneel had ward coverage. However, he was probably just caught out, and that's why he tried to engage Janu. Does not get a kill, though. Team Moodles, strong early start. Definitely doesn't bode well for the Urfers. Yeah, Pantheon, I mean, he scales well if he can assassinate the enemy carry, but his kit isn't built as like an assassin, so he does fall off somewhat hard in the late game. He just becomes sort of spam bot. Hanuel, they're trying to get the proc. Does get the proc onto Hanuel. Or Brella gets proc onto Hanuel. Team Moodle still going to try and fight. Hanuel, can he get another? Or Brella does get another Silver Bolt's proc. And Genesis Magical pops the Ignite just to get him off her carry. But the bot lane of the Silver Urfers now are going to recall. They're the two best players of Silver Urfers, arguably, Hanuel and Genesis Magical, are both in the bot lane. But since they went such a rogue pick, it might not really work out for them. And I say rogue pick because most of their picks right now are very off meta. As I mentioned before, they're just going to try and play with what they like just for fun. I mean, they're definitely still going to try and win. But they are out of the playoffs for this split. Yeah. Well, if Pantheon gets 300 AD before Vayne gets 100 AD, I guess that's kind of true. But don't get me wrong, Pantheon can be a force in like mid and late game. It's just very hard unless he gets an advantage. And that kill advantage is good, but he's still quite a bit behind in terms of CS. As well as a little bit of experience. Australia with a smart pink ward, make sure he doesn't get ganked. And iRabbit actually clearing out a ward with another pink on the bot side. So pinks on both sides of the map. iRabbit now might try to gank Hanuel and Genesis Magical. They saw him take the ward down, but they don't have any extra vision coverage, so they have no clue. iRabbit is going to go in, goes invisible. Genesis Magical misses hook, engage onto Hanuel, and Hanuel immediately flashes. Better safe than sorry is going to be his motto, but that is absolutely a worth jungle gank coming out of iRabbit. He was captain of the Team Moodles, and Team Moodles definitely had some trouble at the start, but I'm very impressed by iRabbit's ability to not only, I mean, he's made decisions like changing his team, made some roster swaps that have helped, but he also has really gotten better at his calls in a team environment. As a jungler, he's improved so much this split, which is really good to watch. And Awesome Dragon actually gets ignited by Janu. Janu, does he have a stun up? No, it's down. I don't think Awesome Dragon is going to go down here. Oh, so close. Potentially, Janu might have been able to use Heartseeker Strike. But Awesome Dragon does manage to stay alive. As Borello actually gets caught out, gets stunned. However, iRabbit's going to try and gank. Hanuel does not have flash. Heal coming out. Cartha's ultimate coming down. Borello is he going to go down? Yes, he will. 1 for 1. Both 80 carries dead, but Genesis Magical is down to 2v1. She does have flash available. Will use it. iRabbit actually flashes in, but Genesis Magical's shield will pop, and it looks like Rabbit might now be in trouble, actually. Takes 2 tower hits, as William's minion damage will give the kill over to Blitzcrank. And a very good Cartha's ultimate from Korean Consuelo allows Silver Urfers to turn that gank around, actually. 2 for 1, as iRabbit went a little bit too ham in that tower dive. Or he didn't get, it wasn't tower dive, yeah. Playoffs are top 4. Playoffs are going to be the top 4, and at the moment, those top 4 teams are Black Turtles, Who Cares, Bare Naked Laners and Dictator Sue's Winions. What's funny is, I remember Dictator Sue's Winions, they have had a very slow start at the split. Sejuani, please don't die. Okay, she'll be fine. They were, I think, 0-4, and then they lost, or then they won 4 in a row, and then they lost 2 again. I thought they were going to be sort of like Alliance, in that they were just going to keep streaking, but they've really pulled themselves together and played very well as a team now. Kind of on the back of Finite and PVC Master, his godlike Leona. That needs to be banned out against him more. Although Son is a problem too. They beat the Bare Naked Laners a couple of 1 or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, but Dictator Sue's Winions is a team that definitely had a slow start, similar to Team Moodles. However, they've recovered a little bit better. Gold right now is even. iRabbit's trying to snowball this lane, this Vayne lane, and also punish Hanul on that TF pickup. Wii gets hooked up. I don't know if that's the target they want. The ultimate coming in, level 6 advantage, given to Team Moodles. Will pick up 1 kill. Gangplank ultimate is going to deal a decent amount of damage to Barella. Needs to be careful now. iRabbit as well took a lot of damage. Hanul's in a 1v3 situation, but somehow he might be able to pull this out. Doesn't even lift coming for the gank. Will he land the ultimate? Wii gets ulted up. Flash away, but gets stunned down. Hanul, does he have the damage? Gets condemned backwards. TF ultimate comes in. Flash from doesn't even lift. Oh my goodness. Exhaust onto Hanul, however, Wii will still go down. So the turnaround counter gank from doesn't even lift manages to give 1 kill over to the 80 carry of Silver Urfers. But they expended a lot to get that. Hanul had to use his ultimate. Doesn't even lift to use his ultimate. Also, Dragon will use his ultimate. Speaking of also Dragon, how is it going to do in that top lane? Ironically, both the top laners' ultimates aren't incredibly useful in terms of lane phase. Hanul 1v1 with Brillo right now. Gets the stun off. Hanul. Oh, Brillo does need to flash that hook. Hanul baiting Barella into fighting 1v1. However, the support of Blitzcrank does force a flash. Very, very smart play from him there. But as mentioning before, these top laners have such good ultimates, but they're not actually very, very strong for lane. I mean, they could be, but in like a 1v1 situation, they're not as good as like a potential gank or a potential global ultimate. And the team comp of Silver Urfers, I can't believe it took me this long to realize, they have a global team composition. They have Twisted Fate, Karthus, and Gangplank. They're going to be making plays across the map. And actually, we've seen that 2 times in the bot lane. iRabbit has ganked, but a Gangplank ultimate and a Karthus ultimate helped Silver Urfers win those fights. So they actually have, I mean, it's not really a lead, probably a 50 gold lead right now. Down 1 kill, but still playing very well. Green Consuelo actually needs to flash away. Sibeli, will he pick up the kill? Yes, he will pick up the kill. Green Consuelo dives 1v1 there. That's definitely not good. However, Zyra is so strong in mid lane. Her damage is really crazy. And that's the first time Korean Consuelo went down, so that's really not a huge deal unless Team Moodles get structures or objectives off this. It does look like Dragon goes down, so that's a very good call as they pinged out Sejuani in the top lane. Urfers will have the timer though, and Jenna's Magical managed to clear a pink ward in their try, so it's not the end of the world, but that does give Team Moodles about a 1,000 gold lead. Let's see if they can extend it. Shoutouts to the Epic Comment chat. Yeah, UVA LCS will definitely have at least one sponsor in the form of Little Johns, potentially more. Most likely Cav Computer. Sibeli actually gets exhausted. Oh, this looks like a DC. And Sibeli, will he go down? Flashes, but unfortunately, Flash will not dodge the Karthus ultimate. I'm curious to see if he's going to say anything. He was just standing still, auto-attacking. I thought it was disconnected. Might not have been. Consuelo now needs to be careful though. iRabbit and Wii are going to go gank. He has no wards up. I think he's going to go down here. Wii does land the initial proc. Ultimate coming out. He's going to get stunned. No, he's knocked up and now he's stunned. iRabbit though, they're taking so many turret shots that iRabbit actually went down to the turret. Hanul and Jenna's Magical pick up a kill. That was definitely good for Silver Urfers as iRabbit and Wii kind of flubbed that gank in the mid lane. So good stuff to Korean Consuelo there. Meanwhile, Barella got caught out a little bit in a 2v1 situation. Hanul, with that global ultimate, managed to make it back. So Silver Urfer is actually a little bit of a momentum swing in their favor, and they tie up the gold once again, and will get the advantage with the first turret of the game.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So interestingly enough, Kareem Consuela is going to go Rod of Ages as well as Tear of the Goddess. Hasn't finished Rod of Ages though, so it's not going to be stacking up for a little bit longer. In the ball lane, actually, some action. Hanul and Dennis Magical need to flash to get out. Hanul burned his flash and his heal. Gangplank ultimate took Team Moodles kind of low, to be honest. Sejuani's going to try and gank, although they have so much vision control that they will see her coming a mile away. So I doubt any other fight is going to happen here. However, doesn't even lift. Might feel comfortable to contest this blue buff. He's up 2 levels against iRabbit. He's done a phenomenal job farming this game, whereas iRabbit is ganked and sometimes paid for it. Silver Urfers actually might try and fight this. iRabbit goes invisible. Will he get away? Looks like he's alright for now. Sibeli actually coming to gank. Doesn't even lift, is so tanky though. Exhaust onto Jen is magical. Great 3-man Sejuani ultimate coming out. Team Noodles, Kareem Consuela now in the middle doing so much damage. Does not have his ultimate up, which means that once he is down, he's basically out of the fight. But Team Moodles taken too low to keep fighting. This blue buff is still alive, and Hanul actually stops Weave's back. Weave needs to be careful now. A little bit of a miscue. Kareem Consuela just went in without his ultimate up, so his team couldn't get anything out of it. Had he had his ultimate up, he probably could have done enough damage that they got more. And blue buff will go over to Team Moodles in this situation. But that was definitely scary for Team Moodles. The AoE stun and the AoE damage is definitely something to be wary of. Buggy Mouse. Alright, looks like they're ready. We will get back in. Back in the game. 15 minutes in and gold is relatively even. Silver Urfers, with their global composition, have managed to fight back against iRabbit's ganks and Sabelli. Alright, wasn't lagging there. Does manage to dodge or not. Unfortunate. Oh man. Sorry about this, guys. It wouldn't be UVA LCS without some lag, right? reconnect, and hopefully we'll get in the game in just a couple of moments. And play will resume. So where were we? Oh yeah, right where we were 5 minutes ago. Still very, very close game. Again, if you guys are new to the chat, guys, or new to just this stream, this is University of Virginia's competitive League of Legends series. And this game, Team Moodles need to win against Silver Urfers to potentially make the playoffs. Let's just say Janu won because Gangplank. Oh. Animegans, are those excuses for why you lost? That's what it sounds like to me. Exhaust onto Sibeli. Sibeli gonna get stunned up now by Hanul. This will be the kill. And Hanul's now on a killing spree. Janu also, actually in the top lane, gets caught up but doesn't even lift, has his ultimate available, uses it to stop the damage coming out of Janu's Heartstreaker strike. And Hanul is actually going to top lane. Korean Control actually goes down to Borello. Borello gets a double kill. What happened in the mid lane? So, Jenna's Magic gets hooked onto Borello, or Wiu, but Wiu just counter-engages, and Korean Consuelo goes down. Jenna's Magic also gets knocked up, and just poor decision there to grab Wiu. You never really want to grab Braum into your team, especially if you don't have help. Wiu tanking that turret up, but they will not be able to take it. So still 2 turrets in favor of Silver Urfers. They're now a little bit behind because of those kills over to Borello, and that's very, very scary. Borello generally carries. He plays Tristana and Vayne is pretty much all he's played in the UV LCS so far. So that's definitely going to be rough for him. Alright, that's definitely going to be rough for the Urfers, as, I mean, Borello is so proficient at hyper carries. We've seen his Vayne actually banned out. And in games that he does get ahead of Vayne, it's very, very hard for basically any team to come back, especially one that, I mean, has had problems this split, like the Urfers. The Team Moodles, without a jungler, actually managed to pick Dragon up and now have about a 1,500 gold lead at the moment. This is looking to be in Team Moodles' favor if they can pick fights like that, or basically if they can be gifted fights. Jenna's Magical going Medjai's Soul Stealer. Interesting pickup on Blitzcrank. So long as she doesn't hook the tankiest member of Team Moodles, though, they might be okay. Korean Consuela now being ganked. Zabelli will get the root. Flash coming out of Korean Consuela. Still slowed, though. Zabelli does get the stun off with the flash, get the auto attack. Wiu gonna be tanking tower hits now, and Gangplank ultimate coming out. Wiu has to walk out. Will be okay, though. Korean Consuela burned his flash, so definitely that gank still good for Team Moodles. And they look to push this mid turret. Hanul now trying to make something happen. Borello actually uses ultimate, but gets stunned up and locked. This is a 3v4 fight. Team Moodle's definitely going to try and fight here. Borello's still alive. Does manage to get out. Doesn't even lift. Tries to get him, but no. Good peel coming out of Team Moodles and good reactions by Borello to get away. Silver Urfers now. This is where they might be starting to crumble. 3,000 gold lead now, where 2 minutes ago it was basically tied. Janu in the top lane. 1v1ing Austin Dragoneel. Austin Dragoneel flashed away. Janu does not have flash. But the Ignite tick will get the kill. Pantheon OP in lane. Korean. Looks like this is a good call by Team Moodles to go in. Flash ultimate from Braum, and that is a kill over to iRabbit. And Team Moodles absolutely snowballed this advantage now. Both middle turrets gone, and they hadn't, like 20 seconds ago, they didn't even have a single turret.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So this is definitely looking rough for Silver Urfers all of a sudden. Silver Urfers will retaliate with mid-turret of their own, but still, Team Moodles is now 5,000 gold ahead. Silver Urfers are going to have to try and prolong this game and make picks with their global composition. Doesn't even look. Walks over Pink Ward. Pinged out. Jen is magical. Good on you to try and help your teammate out and pick up that ward, but needs to be careful as Janu is really, really strong right now. Has that Black Cleaver completed as well as Pickaxe and 3 Dorans. That item efficiency. Yeah, but the only way I see Team Moodles losing this game is if they get picked off by the global power that the Urfers have. And the Urfers now, they don't need to stick together, but they need to stay cohesive and not get caught like this Korean Consuela. Ooh, iRabbit actually, this might be a good catch for them. It's a 2v2 right now, but bot lane is coming to help, and the ultimate's coming out. Borello needs to get out of here. Jenna's Magical is actually taken low. iRabbit gets a knock-up onto Jenna's Magical, stun onto iRabbit, and iRabbit's sure to go down here. Decoy's out. Will he get away? No. Korean, no. Doesn't even lift pick up a kill. However, Team Moodles is now there to back him up. Doesn't even lift, take very, very low. Flash away, and exhaust onto Hanul. Carthage ultimate comes in. Hanul actually manages to get away with a very smart ultimate. Team Moodles, though, has 2 kills, and they're looking for more. Awesome Dragon, meanwhile, trying to fight Borello. Borello, can they get the stun off? No, Awesome Dragon will get condemned away, actually, and manages not to pick up a kill. But 2 for 1 in favor of Team Moodles, and they might pressure for more. Ping's coming out. Dragon is up in about a minute. It's probably going to go in Team Moodles' favor. Borello taking a couple turret hits, but he'll be able to life steal it up. Team Moodles definitely have the vision control right now. Jenna's Magical and doesn't even lift. Might try to make something happen here. No. Borello, I think, is just too strong. Phantom Dancer completed as well as Blade of the Rune King. Actually, tries to engage. Does get the stun onto. Doesn't even lift. Needs to get away. Doesn't even lift. Doesn't even have flash. Gets a 2-man stun onto Borello. However, Jenna's Magical actually pulls Borello closer. That might not be what he wanted or she wanted to do. As Jenna's Magical might go down here. Borello does have red buff. And yes, Silver Bolt's proc will do the trick. 2 kills for Team Moodles. And right before Dragon spawns. Definitely a misstep from the Urfers. Bot turret now going down in favor of Team Moodles. They are in absolute control of this game. Dragon is up as well, so they're probably going to take that. Even against this ultimate composition coming out of Silver Urfers, the cohesion out of Team Moodles is just too strong. I mean, they managed to delay fights and then turn them on their head against the Urfers. And as a result, they're going to be ahead like 8,000 gold after 24 minutes. That is a huge gold total to come back from, especially when your opponent has a fed Vayne. Flash being forced out of Janu is good for the Urfers, however, and maybe if they have an amazing wombo combo with the damage coming out of a Carthage Defile and the stun coming from Sejuani, but it is going to be very situational, and they still... I mean, look at their item builds. Karthus is still going to want to power up with that Archangel Staff. Actually, almost has it into a Seraph's Embrace. And Rod of Ages is stacked as well. So they might look to make a fight happen if Karthus is at full power, so to speak. What is this Gangplank building? This Gangplank is Crit Plank, as you can tell by the 30% crit chance he has right now. Or 35, I should say. So, he's going to want to try and burst someone down. Double Phantom Dancer out of Borello. Now, I'm not sure if... That's a little disrespectful, to be honest, and that might come to haunt him simply because there's such more efficient item builds that you could go. But he might just be trying to max out, excuse me, his attack speed. 2.2, so he has crazy attack speed. And of course, getting those Silver Bolts procs off is a ton of Bane's damage, but he's going to do relatively little damage from his auto attacks alone. Janu now trying to fight Austin Dragon 1v1. No turret up, remember. Austin Dragon taking so low from Janu. And it looks like Team Moodles is making the Baron call. They did not get spotted out from Silver Urfers. It doesn't even lift, but they kind of have a clue. TF Ultimate is available, and they do use it. Baron does go down, doesn't even lift, now caught out. Unfortunately, just not in time, as Team Moodles Scumbag Ryu will pick up that kill. Kill secured, I should say. But Team Moodles, with a very smart Baron call, now have a 9,000 gold lead, and they're looking for more. Awesome Trident, they're going to be taking so low. Stun goes off. Janu still going to be able to chase. iRabbit and Wii are coming from the backside. iRabbit, I think he's going to make it in time. Awesome Dragon does not have flash, remember, and yes, he will go down. Wii once again with the kill steal. iRabbit is not slowed and is taking a ton of turret hits, but pretty sure Karthus' ultimate won't have the damage to kill him. And this is not looking good. Yeah, I mean, Shiv, I don't play Gangplank. I've never played a game of Gangplank in my life. However, I do agree Shiv is generally what they rush. I don't really know why he went Infinity Edge. I was told by the Urfers that they're sort of playing just like... I mean, again, they're going to try and win, but they're playing for fun. So maybe he just wanted to see how much damage he could do with an IE rush. Yeah, Trinity Force is also really good from Gangplank. At this point, though, Awesome Dragneel has completed the static shift, so with Karthus, TF, and Gangplank, they're going to be able to wave clear pretty well. Going to have to wave clear for quite some time to stall this game out, though, so they can come back. Borello might 1v1 Korean Consuela. Does pop his ultimate. Red buff is on Borello. Korean Consuela flash away, but the movement speed boost is so good. Korean Consuela actually puts the exhaust onto Borello. Borello gets stunned up. Gangplank ultimate coming out. Borello has to flash away. Korean Consuela exhausted, but still not dead yet. Does not have Zonias, however. Seraph's keeping him alive. Wii gets hooked by Jenna's Magical and shut down from Hanuel onto Borello. Borello now trying to kill Januel. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Wii Now trying to secure the kill. Hanuel will flash for the kill. Does get a Jenna's Magical, gets the hook onto Sibeli. Sibeli ults away, but now Austin Dragonhill joins the fight. Somehow it looks like the Silver Urfers might actually win this fight. No, I was wrong. iRabbit quickly shutting me up. But that was very, very close and almost in favor of the Urfers. However, Team Moodles is now just 2 fed and will take this bottom turret and most likely the inhibitor as well. Sibeli and iRabbit managed to stay alive in that fight, and iRabbit picked up the kill onto Awesome Dragneel. So that's rough for the Urfers. This inhibitor does not go down, the turret did. And actually the Twisted Fate ultimate coming in. No Zonias for Sibeli, so Sibeli misses and will go down. Shut down, very good gold for the Urfers. Still 10,000 gold behind though, so this is going to be... I mean, it's not over, but it is not looking good. Korean Consuela actually starting this red buff. And it gets engaged on by iRabbit. Korean Consuela does not have flash up. Will he get stunned? No. Doesn't even lift. All the Urfers actually going to be healed to help him. Korean Consuela trying to deal as much damage as he can. iRabbit sitting in the Defile. Targon's goes off on him. Ryu gets a stun and doesn't even lift him. iRabbit kind of behind enemy lines now. Sejuani has Flash and Ultimate. However, Decoy will let him get away, or will it? Meanwhile, Hanul gets a kill onto Borello. We'll go back to that in a moment. Let's just watch these tanks. Awesome Dragon Heal. Does he have the damage to get any kill at all? Pantheon doesn't even lift, will kill Wii and a Gangplank ultimate comes down. Pantheon picks up the kill, Jenna's Magical does go down. But 2 for 3, not necessarily the worst thing in the world for Silver Urfers, although I might have spoken too soon. Alright, iRabbit now engaging onto Austin Dragonia. Austin Dragonia has the damage though. iRabbit will go down. Janu gets a kill onto Austin Dragonia, however, doesn't even lift now. Forced to flash away. Still gets stunned up, so Janu might even decide to chase. Has Man Drop available. Let's see if he uses it. No, it does not look like. Real quick, let's go back to see where Borello went down to Hanul. I wonder if that was 1v1. Borello engages onto Jenna's Magical. Knock-up coming out. Hanul, how are you going to do this? Oh, I guess just by stunning, healing, and Blade of the Rune King. Oh. Actually, a new one down too, so that was funny. So after all said and done, basically the gold lead is still the same. I really like Hanul's build, Sword of the Divine and Yomu's. All the active items, and he's actually done pretty well this Twisted Fate, 7-3-3. So even though the Urfers are struggling, he's had a pretty solid performance on his own.
Red team has slain the dragon.
However, Team Moodles picking up another dragon. This keeps the gold in their favor by 1.5 miles. Bot inhibitor is exposed and ping coming in. It looks like Team Moodles is probably just going to group up and go for this bot inhibitor, and that if they all group together, it sort of negates the ability of the global ultimates to affect the Team Moodles across the map. And uh-oh, Jenna's Magical and Hanul need to be careful. No wards for them. They might get caught out here. Teleport actually into the top lane. Borello fighting Jenna's Magical and iRabbit engaging onto Hanul. Hanul starts fighting the decoy. Jenna's Magical will go down to Borello, and Hanul is stunned and knocked up. Does go down. Double kill to Borello. His Vayne is by far his favorite and best champion. 2-man ultimate from doesn't even lift, but didn't really contribute much. Borello might actually get a kill onto Korean Consuela. Okay, I don't think so anymore. No, he will not go down. Borello gonna take a lot of damage from Gangplank and Fountain as well. Will the Silver Urfers be able to get any kills here? I'm not sure. Sibeli's still tanking. Gangplank just uses teleport in the top lane, so there's not going to be any assistance from him. Korean Consuela now gets bound, rooted, I should say, and exhausted and stunned. Will he go down? Yes, he will. Sibeli will pick that up. Team Moodles now. 6,300 gold. 1,300 gold ahead of Silver Urfers. It looks like they're going to try and end this game right here. Ryu hasn't taken any Fountain damage, which means he will be relatively at high HP. Definitely high enough to tank these turrets along with Janu. Silver Urfers, they fought hard, but Team Moodles, they want that playoff spot. And Borello, no nonsense, just going for the Nexus. And they're definitely going to tell a statement to everyone, and that is this Vayne is scary, and Team Moodles is scary. 33 minutes, 45 seconds. Okay, a couple of extra. 18 kills to 35, almost double the kill count. And with a whopping 16,000 gold lead, Team Moodles will defeat Silver Urfers.